Hey mama, girl, let me tell you something. So I'm here doing my homework and I'm on FaceTime with my sister, right? And one of the things that I'm working on this year is to not let what she do irk me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowing her to irk my soul how she do with certain things, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things that she does is she has this burp that I just despise. And I told myself that this year I'm not gonna comment on when she burps because it just bothers me so much. So she did her burp as I am doing my homework, you guys. And I said, just like this. I said, this year I'm not gonna make no comments. I said, this year I'm gonna be good. And all of a sudden, my whole right side went numb, literally. I'm like, oh my God, I should have just said something because why is my body reacting to her burping like this? And my sister was like, you must have a problem because why do you always do this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why burping, sneezing, poking are like my pet peeves. I don't know. Anytime somebody sneezes, I'm just like, oh my God. And don't let me see the particles. Oh my goodness. When somebody burps, I just can't stand it. Any scratchy noises, I just cannot do it. My ears, I get a headache. My body goes into shock, all the things. So I told her, Google it because I'm doing my homework. So you figure out what's wrong with me while I do my homework. And essentially what it said is, I could potentially, right, because we're not going to diagnose ourselves, but I could potentially have misophonia, which is a negative, a full body reaction to sounds like burping and sneezing. It's primarily attributed to a condition called misophonia, a neurological disorder where specific sound triggers intense emotional and physical responses. Rather than simple annoyance, these sounds can provoke a flight or fight response, resulting in rage, panic, or disgust. Sounds about right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have misophonia. So I had to call my godmother and I had to tell her that I have misophonia. And she's like, what is that? And she's like, why do you have a phobia with sneezing? And burping. She was like, your sister, I'm sure is not loud. I'm like, no, it's loud. And she does it all the time. And I'm really trying to be better at commenting. But here we are. My whole right side is still a little numb. Now I gotta go to therapy tomorrow and tell my therapist that I could have misophonia. She's gonna look at me like, girl, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness. But you guys, I'm here doing my schoolwork. I'm in grad school, getting my second master's in clinical mental health to become a licensed professional counselor. And I am in my second semester. So how it works is each class is 5 weeks long. So in one semester, I'm taking 3 classes, but at 3 different times. So one class at a time. And the workload is intense. So for this semester, I am... What's the name of this class? Child, do I even know the name of the class? So the name of this class is called Counseling Skills. Oh, I'll call you back later. It's my arthritis doctor. That's a whole other story. So I'm in Counseling Skills this semester. And for this semester, what we're doing is we are doing mock client and therapy sessions. And essentially, I have to find someone to be my client. And we're gonna have to record ourselves doing a 10-minute session each and every single week. And then we have to build on top of that. And oh my gosh, I just feel like, am I really ready for this? Am I? Because I feel like things are moving so fast now with school and it's like, wait, hold on. Why are we already here? I feel like I still have more info to learn, but nonetheless, we are here. And I'm just learning the skills on how to lead a session, what to say, consent, your body language, your eye contact, all of that matters. And I'm just like, oh, your vocal tone, your pacing, encouraging, right? All these things. And I'm like, wow, you think being a therapist is just sitting down, taking your notes and just listening. Nah, I can't even take notes during these mock sessions and I can't read no script. I literally have to memorize what I'm learning, and each new week we're learning new skills. So I have to apply those skills in my mock session, I'm sorry. So I'm excited. It's challenging, but I'm ready to face this challenge. I am ready to do the hard things. It makes me a better person. It makes me fearless doing this. Going back to school at this big age of mine for a second master's, because baby, I could tell you right now, I don't like school, but we're here. Sidebar, girl. So I'm self-employed, right? I'm a 1099 contractor. So that means I get insurance from the state. So I got my insurance through a broker, right? Insurance broker. And for some reason, he changed my coverage. I've had the same insurance for 2 years because I liked it. I didn't need no referral to see doctors with this insurance. And all of a sudden, he puts me back on my old coverage that I do not like because everything requires a referral, and it literally drove me insane. So now I have to call for a new primary doctor, then for her to see me, and then for her to make a referral for me to see my rheumatologist that I've been seeing for 4 years. It's annoying because I take meds for my rheumatoid arthritis every 6 weeks, and I'm already 2 weeks behind my meds, and it's frustrating. So today I'm gonna have to call my PD to make an appointment. Hopefully they can see me next week so I can get a referral and get my medicine, because this is not it. Because my fingers are already aching, my joints are acting up already, and I just can't. I liked my consistency, and this done messed me up. And I'm so irritated, and I have to keep this plan until the end of this year. That's what's annoying, is that I've been, like, this person clearly doesn't keep track of what his clients have, because I clearly was on community health for 2 years, and I liked it. I had no issues. Now I'm with Better. That's how I feel. But anyways, so for school, because I have to do this video thing, I'm going to write down all the notes so that way I can begin to just practice out loud how I want to show up in the session. And I'm thinking about what kind of issue and concern I want her to have. I think I want to do something within the workplace or a relationship, but I don't know. I think the workplace might be easier because my professor said choose a topic that's easy, that you can carry on week to week. So I could do the relationship or I could do the workplace, because there's always something going on at the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Always. Sidebar, on my computer, I can now send text messages and answer calls and FaceTime.
Oh, really?
On the Windows. It's called Phone Link. So, y'all, I was talking to my sister, right? So she's on FaceTime, y'all. Here's my sister right here. Say hi.
Hi.
She's 26, and she's been putting me on game these past day. She's been putting me on game. Sometimes I have to be like, wait, who's older? Because she low-key wise.
I'm dead.
Watch what you say.
I didn't say nothing.
You said I'm dead. I don't like that. Watch your words.
Oh, sorry.
Mind your words.
I'm laughing super hard.
Yes, there we go. Cause you know I'm funny. Haters gonna hate, you feel me? So I had took notes because she be saying things and I'm like, hold on, let me write this down. One thing about me, I'm gonna write down a quote. I'm gonna write down something that you said that stuck out to me, and I'm gonna live by it. Yesterday, she has said, you can't script authenticity. I said, oh, you done snatched me out of my wig. What? Absolutely. So today I had told her, I said, listen, sis, I finally posted a video on YouTube. I posted it. It was great. I just did it. And she watched the video. And the first thing she said was, stop apologizing, girl. And I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, stop apologizing for rambling. Stop apologizing for being all over the place. Stop apologizing for stuttering. This is your shit. Let them. If it bothers them, let them. The main point is to show up. That's it. And she was like, do you see Aaliyah apologizing for how she shows up and how she acts? No. she embraces it and she keeps going. And I'm like, you're right. And I think for me, the bigger issue as to why I keep apologizing is just I don't want to feel like I'm bothering somebody or feeling like, damn, okay, look, this is not what you probably expected. I'm sorry in advance, but this is just what it is. And it just became something so habitual because I've always done that. But when she said that, I was like, no, you're absolutely right. Why am I apologizing for being me?
But also, too, why are you doing that? But where did that come from? First of all,
Right.
why are you doing that? But
Where?
why are you doing that?
Where? What triggered it?
To be a habitual thing you do, because that's a coping mechanism.
It stems from childhood. You know what I'm saying? That comes from childhood, from wanting to feel accepted and not being accepted. So apologizing for shit, even though I didn't do anything, apologizing for being me because people didn't like it. So they would say something like, growing up, y'all, I was a dweeb. I could tell you right now, I was a lame dweeb, all of that. Corny. My mama ain't had no money to get us anything, right? So when I got a job, that's when I was able to buy the Jordans, buy the Nikes. But before that, baby, I was rocking Payless. I remember one day at school, this is when the beef and broccoli Tims was popping. If you don't know what the beef and broccoli Tims are, I'll insert a picture. The beef and broccoli Tims, that's when it was popping. My mom did not have the funds to get me that. She is a single mama, all the things. That was not priority. But what she did do was we went to Payless and we got the knockoffs. Girl, when I tell you I went to school and they clowned me. So with that, I know it comes from me not feeling accepted. I know, and I have to stop saying that I think. No, it's not I think, I know. It stems from not feeling accepted. It stems from trying to fit a standard trying to fit into a standard, right? Of what seems to be the standard when it's not. Feeling like I'm not good enough, so I have to apologize for not meeting the standard. And it's just like, girl, no. I don't need to apologize for being myself. And it brings me back to a conversation that I had. Doria, you remember when we were in Jersey, I had a conversation with an old friend of mine. We had stopped being friends and she reached out to me 2 years later and we met up in Jersey because I ended up being in Jersey during that time for an event. I know. And then, and my sister was with me. So I was like, all right, well, we can meet up and talk. And my sister was with me. And one of the things that I said, Doria, let me know if you remember, but one of the things that I said was, I am not changing who I am. This is who I am. So it's either you're gonna love me and like me for who I am, or we just won't be friends because I just can shrink and change who I am because it does not fit who you are as a person.
Right.
You understand? That's just that. I'm not changing who I am. I can't help that I speak loud. I can't help that this is me. This is how God created me. And that is that. Either you mess with me or you don't. Plain and simple. And I have to carry that same attitude with myself when it comes to me showing up online. This is me on FaceTime with my sister. She's the only person I talk to all day long. And half the time we be talking about nothing. We just on the phone.
Girl, on the phone to the point.
I forgot you was there. And then people laugh at me because I be like, all right, Doria. And then once I do that, she knows, all right. And we hang up. And everybody's like, that's how y'all? Look, it's just what we do. She be on the phone just there. She even watches my baby for me. I be like,
The other day, her friend came over and I had said something. She was like, who is that? And she was like, oh, my sister's on the phone. Mind you, I'm across the whole room. Just on the phone.
literally. Girl, when I have to run upstairs real quick, I'm like, here, watch Drew real quick. Watch my baby real quick. But no, I'm not changing who I am. And I'm thankful that my sister is doing the work on herself to be in this type of mindset so that I could receive this. You know what I'm saying? Because I can get hard on myself. I can get hard on myself. And I have so much going on that I automatically go into comfort, right? And comfort is sorry, not sorry.
So I want you to notice what happened there. And you fully accept this is who you are and this is how you show up, and you're not changing that for no one. You're not bending to no one's rules. Then you also in that same breath, apologize for it.
No, I was just making a point. I wasn't apologizing. I was just making a point.
No, when that comes up and you feel that feeling, because it happened earlier, subconsciously you forgive me for doing this, forgive me for doing that. But why hasn't your mind and your body made that connection? What's blocking that? Because that block is what's keeping you from fully showing up. It's what's keeping you from once it out with YouTube.
Well, I have therapy tomorrow, so I'll come back with you on that answer. I don't have it all. I'm learning. And this is the beautiful thing about personal development and working through your problems. I'm in school for therapy, right? And I love that I'm in school for therapy now while I'm still working on myself and overcoming all of my challenges. So then I will be able to help my future clients who are struggling with the same thing. Self-affliction, self-blaming, all of that. So girl, great question, great point. I'll get back to you after therapy tomorrow.
I had heard something somewhere once. I don't know if it was in a show or someone said it or what, but they were like, whenever you try to figure something out, ask why until you can no longer answer it.
Oh, my manager taught me that. When I worked at my last company, my manager taught us the 7 whys. So you have to ask yourself pretty much, like, I think it's a theory, but essentially whatever the issue is, and it keeps saying why, and then you realize that every single time you explain it, it's something different. It's something different, but it helps you get to the root. You understand? And I feel like there's still a lot of trauma that I need to process. And a lot of it has been, what's the word? Compartmentalized. I said it right? That word is always so hard for me to say. Compartmentalized. Compartmentalize. Child. Compartmentalize. A lot of these things. So now that I'm in school for therapy, and now me and my sister are having different types of conversations, and we're both reading books and all these different things and having these experiences.
And you forget to tell them what my profession is too, and why it aligns this way for us to have these type of things.
So she's all about behavior, right? And you can go on her YouTube page. I'll link it down below, and you can learn more about my sister. She does ABA. She does behavior. She's in school to become a BCBA, a board certified behavioral analyst. And she studies behavior, literally. She studies behavior. And I study the mind, right? So for me, it's my behaviors, right? I struggle with a lot of my behaviors. And that's why I'm in therapy, to work through that. That is why it's important for me to build routines. That's why I said in my last video that waking up at 5 a.m. on a consistent basis is going to be a game changer for me, because I am not the best at staying consistent with certain things. I stop. Then I apologize. And then I do it again. And then I'm over it. So I have to work through the why and the root of where it comes from to be able to overcome it and be able to maintain my consistency and maintain my authenticity and not apologize for being myself, period.
This just came to mind too. And I'm always going to reference Aaliyah's face just because we watched her for so long. I feel like she's the perfect embodiment of authenticity in the YouTube space in terms of lifestyle vlogs. But anyways, when she tells us, so she'll be in a vlog and she'll be like, oh guys, I go run and get a matcha. I'm going to go shopping, and then I'm going to come back, get ready, and then go to dinner. And it'll be right before she's about to go leave her apartment to go get that matcha. And then she'll be like, I'm going to bring you guys, I'm going to vlog. Then the next clip will literally be her after dinner. I'm sorry, y'all, I did not bring y'all with me. And then she'll give a small reason, but then she'll keep going on. Because at the end of the day, life happens. Something like you can't always record everything. You can't always show up in how you thought you were able to show up. And that's okay. But you don't ever have to apologize for that. Because the whole point of her vlogging is for us to see her life, for her to show us what she's doing on a weekly basis. And part of what she did that week was not vlog. So it's not there.
Right.
But she's not going to sit there and apologize. And she has never really apologized and sat there and made it a thing. Like, I'm so sorry I didn't vlog. But if there's a reason, she'll state it. If not, she'll move on. At the end of the day, we still got a vlog. We still saw what she wore. We still saw her favorite items from Amazon. We still saw her outfits. We still saw her apartment. She still did the things that we love to see her do. So why are we stuck on that one thing?
Right. That's good. So sis, big mama, stop apologizing for being you. Period. That's the title of this video. Stop apologizing for being you. Point blank, period. My light just died, so we gotta charge her. Low battery. This light, let me tell you something. Hey! When I tell you she eats, she be eating, okay? This is the best portable selfie light I've ever had, y'all. I will link it down below. It gives me the most light. I'm able to control the levels. I can do red light as well. Just so much brighter than like other one. Let me show you guys my other one. Like the original foam clip. And obviously you could tell because it's a lot bigger. This lighter. This gives you so much more light than this one. So I prefer to this, plus like clips be breaking off so quickly, like annoyed. But anyways, y'all, let me get back to my schoolwork. And I will catch you guys in the next vlog, mamas. And just remember, please stop apologizing for being yourself. You are amazing. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. You are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are blessed going and blessed coming in. And don't apologize for the way God has created you. No. Let them be mad. Let them be haters. Period. Bye, mama.